Cowboys and Bears this evening. Monster big. The Chicago Bears came into this season. They hosted the first NFL 100 game against the Green Bay Packers. They came into this season getting double doinked out of the playoffs last year, where their kicker hit the two pieces of metal, and then the Today Show circuit, and then the road. That was the way it all worked for the Bears.
I still can't believe he went on the Today Show.
Yes, he did. And then the Bears, we all thought year 2 of Trubisky and Nagy would be just as good offensively as year 1 was, where Nagy wins Coach of the Year and the Bears win the division and host a home playoff game to the Philadelphia Eagles, but don't make it here to Los Angeles is what they would have done for an NFC divisional playoff game. Run it back with the defense. However, Chuck Pagano would be the one coordinating it, and it's not the defense that's been the issue. It's been the offense, a total shadow of its former self that it now has everyone in Chicago second-guessing, or you can't say that. They second-guessed the drafting of Mitchell Trubisky within seconds of it happening. So what are we? Are we third-guessing Trubisky now, or I guess maybe fourth-guessing? Because second-guessing was draft night. Third-guessing was the John Fox first year with Trubisky.
Right.
And now we're fourth-guessing it. And yet they're still 6-6. Bears win out. You're 10-6, and they might be the 10-win team that doesn't make the playoffs in the NFC, as I predicted about a month plus ago. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because the last 2 weeks of Bears wins against the dreadful Giants and then against a Lions team that started David Blau on Thanksgiving, and they still needed a comeback to pull that one off. What about tonight? And the team coming in, you can't even call Dallas desperate. I mean, I don't even know what you would call them. I want to see the attitude tonight that Michael Bennett showed in that locker room after they lost their second game in 5 days in front of a nationally gathered audience on Thanksgiving, when they were flat out embarrassed at home by the Buffalo Bills. Flat out. Totally embarrassed. The Emperor had no clothes. There was no pie left. The thumb was in the pie, whatever you want. I don't know what you want to do in terms of some sort of allegory here. They were totally punked at home by the Buffalo Bills. The worst Clint Eastwood movie ever, The Revenge of Cole Beasley. That was a terrible, terrible idea. When they pitched it in the room, it was immediately ejected here in Hollywood. But yet it happened. Yeah, it was just the bad and the ugly. That's all it was. I hear you whistling over there. There was no good. Well, I guess a 7-0 lead was good. And Jerry Jones, after every game, now has to answer for the coach that he's believed in for 9+ years. And now suddenly, in a prove-it-year contract year, they're 6-6. And the only reason why they're in first place is because the Eagles keep stepping on themselves. So the week begins with Cowboys at Bears and ends with the Eagles against Eli Manning.
I can't. I mean,
how you can't draw it up.
I think it's too big of a must-win for Dallas.
Dude,
for them to
I have the
this.
same
it's
exact
just too big
viewpoint. But when you choose who wins and who loses based on they can't lose this one.
Right. They have too much talent.
How was that one trot on for size on Thanksgiving? Can't lose this one. They got Jerry's pissed. Jerry's pissed, talking about hand cramps and all that business. And they just got waxed. At home on Thanksgiving, whole country watching, like literally their largest television audience of the year. That includes tonight. That includes anytime they've been on NBC. That might even include one of the playoff games. I mean, Thanksgiving audience is a huge piece of beachfront property, and they spit the bit, to use a Steinbrenner phrase.
And I know how good the Bears are against the run, less than 4 yards a carry, but Zeke hasn't had a 100-yard game in 4 games.
It's time to unleash
Longest of his career. Let's go.
Exactly.
30 carries tonight.
Agree. Just tell Kellen Moore. That's it. 21. Just keep
Turn around and hand the ball off.
Well, I mean, part of it is Dak is kill. And the problem is that he does that, and instead of the run on 3rd and 1, they're throwing it, and they get called for tripping. That's what happened in New England.
They weren't winning that game anyway, let's be honest.
I don't know. I'm taking the Cowboys tonight, too.
It's me too.
I'm taking them tonight.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.